And we're live, and Blacky ran off too. Oh, so Ed's going to be just a few minutes late. He was doing something with his mom outside. And Chappie was here earlier, and we visited for quite a while, and he was going to get some dinner and come back. So hopefully he'll be back really quick. So how is everybody tonight? I see Lando and Cat and Trash Cat, hi. And Grasshoppers, hi. And Frank stopped by earlier, and Nona says if she's still awake, she'll be here. And Chu, hopefully he's still here.
Mountaintop fish.
And Terry, hi, how are you? And I am not sure if Bob is coming or not. I got a feeling he's like been canceling his own streams because he's been busy with the ARC stuff, so he might not show up.
Hi guys, hi everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's well.
And how's Terry doing? Yeah, my blanket fell down, so I got to put it back up again, but I wasn't really up to putting it back up tonight, so I decided to just throw up a background. And so I did.
You're gonna tell everyone in chat what you just did to yourself?
Oh my God. I don't even ask me how I did this, because I'm not sure how I did this, but the result is I knocked a pot that had a pot roast and boiling water. The water was boiling, and I knocked it off the stove and burnt my leg really bad to where like the skin is gone in a great big spot on my leg, and it hurts. So if you see me saying ow once in a while, it's because it's kind of like still in the fresh stages of burning like hell and hurting. And yeah, it kind of hurts a bit.
Such dedication to still be streaming with such an injury. Or there might be another word for it. Not dedication, maybe lunacy.
Stupidity. Yeah.
Foolishness.
Yeah, it's like there's a great big spot on my leg where the skin is gone, and then part of it where the skin is like peeled back and in a like gunky mess. But luckily I had a brand new can of bag balm, so I smeared bag balm all over it.
Yeah, right, exactly, Huawei. Doesn't sound like it needs medical attention. Just rub some dirt in it.
It's going to hurt for a little while, I'm sure. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to like lay down and cover up my leg tonight. I'm going to have the cover, like my leg on top of the covers.
That's what you want in freezing temperatures.
Yeah, I know it's going to be miserable.
At least it might still have some residual heat in it.
Yeah. It kind of feels like it's on fire right now for sure. Ouch. And it's nice and red and skinless. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good, guys. Oh, it's like from my knee down to my ankle, and anywhere from about 4 inches wide to a little bit narrower in spots. Burned it pretty good. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. Yep, it burned it. I got it pretty good. Pretty good. And it very definitely hurts to touch it. Oh, bag balm is great stuff. Yeah.
G'day, Alex.
Yeah, bag balm is really good for anything that you do to your skin. I know when I've burned myself, like sunburns, really bad sunburns, if you slap bag balm on it fast enough, you won't blister. I mean, bag balm is really good stuff for any skin ailments. And I don't want to put ice on it because if I touch it, it hurts. I just want to leave the bag balm on it to kind of like have a layer in between the air and the burn. Punchy will be in a full body cast and still stream. Yep, that's me.
Yes, I believe that wouldn't be far from the truth.
Oh.
Yeah, why is it always your cousins that get you injuries?
What's that?
Why is it always your cousins that get you solid injuries?
I know, huh?
I don't know if I've heard that one, Huawei. Is that like drinking bleach for the COVID remedy?
I don't think I'd pour bleach on it. That sounds like it would hurt like hell. Hey, Bob.
Coming in hot, yes, literally.
Yep, literally, yep.
Yeah. Pardon, mate.
Punchy needs medical attention. Well, I already gave myself medical attention. Ow. Dang it. So that's what's up with me. What are you up to, Blacky? I hope you're having a better night.
It's cold and it's wet. It's been raining for like 3 days, almost constantly.
Oh.
Which is, a pleasant change, but it does get tedious after a few days.
Yeah.
But hopefully that means that Sarah's getting plenty of water in her water tanks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yep. Very true. Oh, there's the Bob. Oh, Bob.
You like that, huh, Blacky, coming in hot?
Yeah. Well, I don't know whether it was a reference to Pam's injury or not. Was it?
No. What the hell's happened now?
Oh, you didn't hear her? I thought you'd heard. I thought it was because of my injury, too.
No, I just got out of the shower. Just woke up.
No, ouch. I was making a pot roast in a pot on the stove, and I went to move it, and it was like boiling water and meat, and I accidentally somehow ended up spilling it, knocking the pan over when it landed on my leg.
Fuck me bloody.
So, once I got done screaming and pulled my pant leg up, all my skin is gone in a pretty good sized patch on my leg because I burned it off.
Damn.
Damn, all right.
Pam, I see assisted living in your near future.
Oh my God, no.
You better quit that shit. Hey, Ed. Oh, he can't hear us.
Can you hear me now?
Well, that's why when you said coming in hot, I thought you'd heard the story.
No, that wouldn't have been funny. There's some song that says coming in hot that's a couple years old, I think now.
And then, as if my night couldn't be any better, I had ordered some water and a few groceries, and they were supposed to be here between 5 and 6. And at 6 o'clock, a message popped up saying that was delayed. So right after I burned myself at like 8:15, it said that my groceries were out for delivery. So I hobbled outside with my burnt leg, and I watched a car down the road stop, and sure as shit, they delivered my groceries to the wrong place. So somebody down the road got a nice big batch of groceries, and I didn't get my groceries.
Did you complain?
Oh yeah, I had to call them, and I'm getting a refund and all that crap, but yeah, my groceries got delivered to the wrong house.
Wouldn't it be more cost effective for them to just send the guy back out and pick them back up and bring them to you
Right,
instead
it's
of?
a law.
Yeah,
You would think so, but evidently
You can't
not,
take food away
because
from-
I didn't get them.
But you can't take food from a customer, and give it to a different customer.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that's the case, because it's always been that way when I worked in restaurants and stuff. I remember one time when I was working at Disneyland, this lady got the wrong order. And it was like at a restaurant where you ordered at the counter, and then we handed over the counter to you. And she took it and looked at it, said it was the wrong order. So I took it back from her and tossed it in the garbage. And she got so mad at me for throwing food away. But once you hand it off to a customer, you can't take it and hand it to somebody else. You have to throw it away. And she was so furious, she was screaming at me, but for wasting food like that. But you can't. You can't take an order that you've handed somebody else and then hand it to a different person. You just can't do that.
Well, I wonder what she thought you could do with it.
I
Take
don't
it
know.
home with you?
She thought I could just give it to the person that whose order it was, but no, I had to make a whole different order for him, because you can't do that. She'd already taken the plate.
Yeah.
G'day, GRB and Nonna
Hey,
and
Daniel.
Daniel Velez. And how you going, Ed?
Swell. We had an armadillo in our front yard just now.
Oh, very cool.
It was like rummaging around the roses, and my niece noticed it. It was like that big.
Wish we had armadillos. They're cool.
They really
She
are.
chased it, and it would hop as it ran.
Oh, very
So-
cool.
All four legs hop forward as they go. It was funny.
I don't think they bother anything. They eat grubs and worms and stuff like that. Maybe the occasional little frog or lizard.
They're probably good for the soil in your garden beds. Turning
That's
it
what I
over
was
and
thinking.
whatnot.
Yep.
As long as they don't make a burr out of it.
Actually, I've read a couple times now that armadillos are moving further north as the weather warms up.
They've
Not that
been
global
here.
warming is a thing, but as the weather's warming up, they're moving further north.
They've been here at least 10 years, because when I used to commute to Chattanooga for work, I would see them killed on the interstate back then. So it's moved to Texas.
Hmm.
On some of the snake Facebook pages too, I follow, especially Tennessee, Georgia, like that. People are saying they spot snakes that are not supposed to be here, that are supposed to be further south, and the experts, on the pages say no, they're not in that area, and they show the picture, and they don't believe that they were, in Chattanooga is where they found it, or we're just right here at the Georgia line, so things are migrating.
Yeah, it's happening everywhere with
Yeah.
this climate change.
Yeah. They have Hansen's disease. Is that the one, Alec, that's what possums carry too? It's like a thing for the horses. I don't really know. I'm just asking.
Leprosy.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
See that? It don't be chasing them and handling them. You have leprosy.
I'm not. I don't want leprosy. I'll just throw them in the next door neighbor's pool.
There you go. I've got that. The doctor confirmed it was because I kept bugging him about it. That whatever, where you turn white, vitiligo. Yeah, it's just on my wrist. It just looks like I wear a watch, but I don't.
You have leprosy?
No, vitiligo. Not that I'm aware of, but that's probably the next thing. I'm staying away from the possums and the raccoons. I have bottle fed so many baby possums, scooped them up out of the road. Never gave it a thought.
They say it's Hansen's disease is not as contagious as they once thought. Prolonged close contact with someone untreated with untreated Hansen's disease over many months is needed to become infected.
There you go.
Around 95% of all people cannot become sick because they are naturally immune.
Wow.
So, Bob, are you feeling lucky?
I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like I've got a natural immunity. I'm just thinking about the island that just recently, it's not really open for tourism, I don't think, but when we took over Hawaii, it used to be a kingdom, and they had their own king and queen and all that stuff, but the lepers were put on a certain island there to live out their lives, and of course they all eventually died. But
G'day, Divine.
I gotta grab a fork or a knife or something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Or a knife or something. Hey, Divine.
Lua Kalani or something.
Nano
was the last
aquarium
thing
guy,
I
hello.
Yeah, some of the buildings and stuff are still there.
Jerry.
Apparently, it's got a bunch of the the wildlife that people didn't kill it all out and stuff there, so it's quite the naturalist spot.
Would it be unfair if I shortened the Nano Aquarium guy's name to the Nag?
The nag. Hey, that'll work.
Okay, back.
Did you say Chappie was coming in tonight?
I talked to him he came in early and we talked for about an hour, and he was going to get order something to eat. He was going to come back, but oh wait, he just
early too.
Let's see what he says. Oh, he says he's going to go to bed. He's tired.
I was there early. Do you remember, Pam?
What's that?
I came in early today.
Yeah, you came in early too, and Chappie came in early too, and Chappie and I ended up talking for about an hour, but he says he's got to go to bed. He's tired.
Hey, Daniel.
Well,
That's
I
a
thought
shame
that
because I was going to eat one of these while Chappie was on board.
Oh, Alec, was
Poached?
that the priest there on that island? That sounds familiar.
Is that one of those chips?
The world's hottest corn chips.
Uh-uh.
Well, I thought that Pam's show was Bob's show. So I was showing up for Bob's show, waiting around. And then Pam came on. I was like, okay. And then she says, Bob canceled.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Look at
just
that
Yeah,
trying
he,
to.
he thought he was going into your chat, but he went into my chat.
I'm just really having to hit the donation thing for the art. You know, trying to share that and talk to as many people that are on. We've got over 5,000 followers on the page, so I'm really trying to get to those people that like and follow the art's Facebook page. So that's why I canceled mine.
I heard about that too, Alec. Oh, my leg feels better, except it just every once in a while I just have this sharp pain shoot up through it. It's fun.
That'll be the nerve endings reconnecting to your brain.
That's a good sign, I guess, because it wasn't third degree, because there wouldn't be any nerve endings.
Mhm.
So that's a good sign, I suppose. I feel bad for that. Damn.
Yeah, that hot corn chips don't have a Scoville rating on them, so I'll be going in blind, but expecting extreme heat anyway.
So what are you making there, Ed?
I'm making a Cobra throne.
Oh, that is cool.
Nice.
Well, we'll see when it's done. But it's going to be for Cobra Commander to sit at.
Any particular cobra species you're going to paint it like, or?
It's
So are you going to have him coming out of a toilet?
No.
That
It's
would be
gonna
a
look
Cobra
like-
film, right?
Yeah, but probably not very intimidating.
Oh,
True.
well, I was going to
Student,
draw,
is
but
there-
I didn't get anything ready for some reason the last hour before my stream was
Some
Was-
strange reason. Your prep
a
time
little
got
bit
eaten up.
stressful.
I think I'm going to get my new things that are still on the kitchen counter out of the bags and spread them out. Now that I've got a dining room table, I can actually paint in there. Is anybody making fish fam or any kind of calendars for next year?
I'm not making any this year.
I haven't heard of any. I went in the Ark and I found like 4 of these from VFW, so I snagged one of those. It's always nice to have a little hard copy calendar. And it's got birds on it, so that's another reason I snagged this one. I had all those last year that Rob gave me, and I gave away. Wonder if he's going to have some more this year. Have you talked to Rob lately, Ed?
Ed's
It
just stepped away.
disappeared.
Where'd he go? Damn it! I looked down for 1 second. Well, maybe 30 seconds. So I had one of the bigger mice. I couldn't tell if it had butt cheeks or not, if it had a scrotum or not. But either it or somebody else had chewed the hell around its tail. It was all bloody back there. And I thought, oop, that one needs to come out. That's an injury, so it should come out of there. So I put it in with this snake that laid the eggs. And at first it seemed really protective of that egg. And then it went right up and the mouse touched its face and all that. It was poised to strike, but it didn't. I'm like, what the hell? What is it with these snakes? So I went on and I was going to put it in with somebody else that I knew would eat, that will only eat live. And I forgot. It came back a couple hours and it's gone, of course. So he finally ate after 6 weeks. She finally ate. And she's sitting on that withered up egg. But next time she's off, I think I'll take it away from her. Ed, have you talked to Rob lately?
Me?
Yes.
No, the last time I went in, he was sick that day.
I just wonder if he's going to have those calendars to give away again. I think it was Serpa or somebody that gave him a ton of them.
That's right, he did have those.
Yeah, those make good little giveaways. They're free and just the postage. So.
Yeah.
I've been working with his brother-in-law, Waylon, for the last couple of weeks on the ARC stuff, and making sure that when I donate the amounts of money that I am, that as the ARC becomes financially able, that I can pay myself back some of that. Because poor Yazzie don't have money to go to the doctor this week. He's already had $400 spent in one week because he went Wednesday. He's 170 something and 190 something. So next Wednesday he goes again. So that's going to be like $600. I know. I got to have some money. There's the princess. There's the princess. What are you doing?
Well, the good thing about what happened tonight is Star has a full belly. She was picking beef up off the floor.
Oh,
Did she find your layer of skin as well?
I don't know. I think it just kind of disappeared.
Gross.
Or maybe it's stuck on the inside of my pant leg. I don't know. I just kind of rolled my pant leg up for now. I'll have to try to get them off later.
you're going to start getting brochures from Shady Pines. I expect.
Says the guy who was sitting inside of his reptile enclosure.
I get the memory care things all the damn time that it's right up the street from me. It looks like a nice place, but I'll stay home, thank you. They're not going to let me have snakes there, so no way. No way.
What a ripoff.
I know, right? God only knows what it costs a month. I bet all of my Medicare check, disability Medicare.
Can't wait to buy it yet.
Princess has reminded me that I didn't feed them. I haven't forgotten, girl. Yep. I woke up and jumped in the shower. So I'll get up and feed you all. Not right now, but soon. They always have dry food down and they get treats all the time, so she's not starving. She wants her supper, damn it.
Nico's the same way. He's always begging for food.
I had one of my finches not long before I came on here. Came and sat right there on top of my laptop begging for food before.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
What
Did you give them
look like?
What did you say, Bob?
What do those look like? A typical finch? I mean,
Yeah. Red on the top of their head and down a bit of their back, but a greeny, olive green sort of grey colour for the most part.
We have something similar to that that's only here in the summer. And they go on past Europe, I guess up north to Canada. Then they go back to South America. I can't remember, but they're really pretty. Kind of a chartreuse color on the males and some red. I saw them on the bird feeder. I think there's some of them stuck around at the Ark this year because they were on the bird feeders.
It's coming up in December, Divine.
What you got, Ozzy? Ozzy?
December 9 and 10 is the Oddities and Curiosities Expo.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty soon.
Coming in hard.
We had our daylight savings time last night, Blacky. So whenever
Yeah,
you're ready
too.
to go back on Tuesday nights, just let me know.
Yeah, I will be letting you know, but it's probably not going to be for another couple of weeks yet. I might even wait until after the expo, just, so I don't have something else to focus on.
Oh, this is really stupid. It's like, feels okay, then all of a sudden it just like, pain, and then it goes away again. So when you see me jump, that's why.
Hmm.
It sounds a lot like diabetic neuropathy pain. And I don't
A what?
deserve diabetic neuropathy pain. You get it in your feet. And like if I stub my toe, I don't even feel it. It's been a couple of years. I'll just laugh and say, I bet that hurt like hell. But I just really, my feet are numb. Sometimes it's like I'm walking weird because they're so numb. But then you get those jolts, like you say. Mine are usually when I lay down. What do you mean?
No, they're further north. They're mainly in the northern half of the country, Alec, the Gulbian finches. Very pretty, though. My sons used to have some until the blue-tongued lizards started eating them.
Did you say Gouldian?
Yeah.
They sell those in the pet stores here.
Yeah, they're very popular because they've got a couple of different colour varieties.
Yeah.
And, natural colour varieties.
They cost more than the zebra finches.
Yeah. Tell me about it. They're very expensive blue-tongued lizard food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows with this climate change, they might start showing up down this far. Because even the red-browed finches that I do get, I don't remember them being around when I was a kid and stuff. It's certainly in big numbers nowadays down here. And other bird species as well that never used to be around when I was a kid.
Just thought of something that was pertinent to what we're talking about, and it went right out of my head. Damn it!
I have a big bullfrog in one of my tubs, my fish tubs.
Oh, you got a
Cleaning them
bullfrog?
out.
That's cool.
Yeah, he decided to move in after I'd taken all the fish out,
Good timing.
but then I had to clean it out. So, yeah, he had to find a new home.
I'd kind of like to have a bullfrog. They've got one here in the local shop, but he feeds them mice, and I don't want anything else that has to eat life. Yeah, Bob, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
nice that can put away.
when I lived on Cape Cod and I had a pond, I had a bullfrog one year that he was a big guy too, a real big one. And he would just sit on the edge of the pond and I'd stand right next to him and talk to him all the time. He would just sit there. And then one day he decided it was time to move on. But he had babies in there because I had small bullfrogs for quite a long time, but the garter snakes ended up getting them. Garter snakes will eat bullfrogs or frogs and fish, I found out. They will eat small fish too.
Yeah, right.
I bet when those bullfrogs get big enough, though, they eat the baby snakes.
Oh, they're
I
just,
would imagine
yeah,
so too.
they're like garbage disposals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know one day I was walking across the yard and I heard this horrible screaming noise. I looked and what it was a small bullfrog trying to get away from a snake, and the frog was just screaming its head off while it was hopping away.
It's a frightful noise, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You hear it quite a lot around here.
You hear it? You
G'day,
heard it
Cora.
too?
Oh, yeah,
Frogs,
yeah. Plenty.
frogs make a horrendous noise when they're scared.
Mm. How's it going, Cora?
Coro said, "Don't forget that like, damn it." See, this is why I don't like to wear pants. They're so uncomfortable. So damn uncomfortable. Oh, I need to feed the mices.
I might shut my camera off so you guys don't have to see me keep wincing when the pain hits. I might shut my camera off, guys. Sorry, but I'll still be here. See, I look a lot better drinking a cup of coffee than sitting here like wincing every once in a while.
You're going to start to need like a blacksmith's apron every time you make anything on top of the stove,
I guess, yeah.
or a full hazmat suit.
What are those things called? Some kind of tongs to hold the horseshoes and stuff. You need you some of those, it sounds like, too. Along that same line. You guys are eating a lot of rat biscuits these days. Making a lot of babies.
Oh, the temperature's dropping tonight too, which is what I don't need because I'm going to be laying on top of the blankets tonight.
It's going to get hotter here. It's going to be 80 tomorrow and the next day.
All that.
Really? Whoa.
I've got to turn the.
We had the 60 today and 60 yesterday, but I think the rest of the week it's going to be highs in the 40s. And the temperature's dropping again. It's like 38 degrees right now. And dropping.
It was 80 inside the house earlier. I thought it's a little warm, and I checked, and I thought, nah, I just left it.
Well, it's 37. Yeah, it's supposed to. It's going to be cold tonight, and then. Oh, tomorrow it's supposed to be up in the 50s, so it could be worse. But then it's going to drop down to where like Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be in the 30s and 40s for highs. So yeah, it's winter. I put bag balm on the burns, Divine. I'm not going to waste good butter.
Actually, I'd be interested in Divine's input on burn treatment, because I've heard paramedics quite often get cranky about how people self-treat burns.
Oh, you guys didn't eat yours yet. When I worked at Erlanger, it's one of our big hospitals. Ed's been there.
I've had several surgeries there.
Yep. Back in the 70s, I was one of a new group of graduate nurses that opened their first open heart ICU. And I got the hell out of there as soon as I could promote to like a charge nurse out on one of the telemetry units, but I was on a team that got to set up their first burn unit, but I never worked in there or knew like emergency care or first aid or anything like that. It was just protocols and policies and that stuff that I was involved with that group. First burn unit. Come on, dogs. Dogs. Yeah, I can't find them. Tib. What you doing?
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
Francis, come on, I got your supper now. Still got plenty of breakfast left over.
G'day, Sandy. How's it going?
Wonder what the temperature is in Toronto.
All right.
Is that in a cold part of Canada, or is all Canada cold at this time of year?
There he is.
It's above Detroit on the other side of the lake. So if Detroit's cold, it's going to be colder in Toronto, I would guess. Vancouver's about the warmest place, I think, in Toronto, or in Canada, because of the jet stream.
There. Holly, this is dog food, sweetie.
There's the Floyd.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Said hurry up and get the hell out of here so I can go back to sleep. Floyd. You want some dog food? Actually, it's cat food I'm giving them because they only have one can of dog food and I don't want to use that one. You want some cat food? Come on. Oh, get it. Come on. Come on, don't be silly. Come on. Here, I'll put it here on your platter. Change your mind. It's there. Okay. Okay. Huh? More ways on there. More ways on there.
He's trying to figure out what the heck you're doing. Hello.
Is the bird back?
Are you talking to Floyd?
Yeah, I thought I heard Floyd talk.
Yeah, I thought I heard him say something.
He's over here he's got at the top of that lid, I call it his planter. He's drinking his water. Got some cat food there now. You got it rough, Floyd. You got it rough. Yeah. There's old Holly right beside him. That's one of his buddies. You want to come in here with us? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Does Floyd ever sit on top of the cats?
Not yet. Come on, boy. Come on. He flies right past them, though. Like, I mean, they feel the wind from him. He's not afraid of them. Come on, boy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Here. Look here. Come on. Let's go. Here he comes. Come on. He's waiting on her to get out of the way. Come on. There he is. There he is. Now I'm turning this light off to keep you in the house. Yep. Let's go in that reptile room. I bet it's hotter than hell in there. No joke.
G'day, Jenny.
Hiya.
Yep. It's nice and warm. 83. I guess I could have touched the air conditioning, turned it on earlier when it was 80, but I just use a fan.
Hey, Jenny Lynn.
I hear those finches. Pretty.
Fighting overseed, silly buggers.
Can you smell the smoke from the fire or the forest fires?
Me?
Bob.
What forest fires?
The
I
ones
guess
that
not.
are happening in Tennessee and Georgia right now, all around us.
Didn't
You
know
can
anything
smell it
about
all
it.
outside right now. It's like hazy.
Really?
I've only been out 3 quick times today to walk the dogs. That's it. And I didn't notice it. What kept you warm? What kept you, good girl? Wood's buzzing us, huh?
It's weird that we got a forest fire or these fires going on in the mountains.
We used to, when I lived in Florida, but it would be in the end of summer, they would have middle Florida down near to Disney in that area. They would have a lot of, it's real flat, and of course, just grasslands and pine trees, lots of fires, and it would blow north up to Jacksonville, and it would be really bad. I mean, really hazy. And
Beverage to go with it.
bless mom,
Craig, hello.
bless her. You're going to be like Pam. You touch that little lamp and it's going to light you up, buddy.
What happened to Pam?
She spilled her crock pot of stuff on her a while ago.
I had a pot on the stove that I was cooking a roast in
Oh
in
no.
water, and I dumped it onto my leg. And I have a great big area of my leg where the skin is gone because it got burnt right off.
Oh, that sucks.
And it kind of smarts a little bit.
I bet. Well, I'm sorry, Pam.
G'day, Cragos.
Hi, Craig.
our kid behind Blacky?
What did you say?
Oh my gosh. There's a person behind you or a ghost.
I'm hoping it's a ghost. No.
One of my son. We're gonna do the.
Oh, those chips, those hot chips. All right.
Nice.
And I've got my nephew Sam off camera as well.
Now,
So if we hear
is he a
screaming,
Blacky also?
That's cheating. This doesn't. It's not a full triangle.
Absolutely.
Oh, he sure looks a lot like you, Blackie.
People have said that before.
he does, yes.
I don't know whether it was sensible to dig around for the reddest looking one in the pack.
Oh no. I hope not.
Let's put you a bit more on camera so you get more facial expressions. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
He doesn't. Neither one of them seem to be doing too bad.
Takes a minute from the ones I've seen.
It's going to be a build, isn't it?
Australians are a lot tougher than normal humans.
That's true.
It's coming on pretty hard. Try and stay off the liquid as long as possible, but oh yeah, there it comes. Shit.
Try a
How
second
many is
one.
in that box? Is that box filled to the top? Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
A pretty small serve.
That's enough to disrupt a battalion.
Whoa. 50 grams. 50 grams in the box. Oh my god, that is quite hot. Whoa.
What's the red liquid?
I don't know if you heard of this one before. It's
Oh, cool cup or cool can.
Whoa. It's quite brutal.
certainly one.
It's not my grade. Because, you know, I didn't give it time.
Oh,
Because it takes so long to hit them.
You look kind of semi in pain, Blackie.
oh, it's all right at the back of the tongue. It's a really bad spot because you can't get air to it or anything.
It sucks for the corn chip because you can't just have one bite and then swallow it. You really have to chew it up. Ah,
And now you all didn't do this for money or a bet or anything, just for fun.
no.
Just for shits and giggles, as we
You'd
would
like
say.
to send some money for that. I'd love it.
Oh, that's still going to go for quite a while by the feel of it.
You got ice cream in that.
Mm. I don't know if ice cream really works though. It's probably better than milk or water. That's in the one on top of the fridge.
See if Divine's offering any first aid.
Oh.
He said he'd eat them all. He likes them hot.
Yeah, but there's hot and then there's hot.
I'll admit it.
I have a.
You know.
It's not as hot as the like maybe at least two of my hottest hot sauces that I have, but it's right up there.
I don't see how Larry D does all that hot stuff.
You know, I did a show with Larry D, and he had me taste 3 of his hot sauces
Mm.
at the Clash.
Were they hot?
Yeah, but he purposely picked ones that weren't super hot, but they had flavors. So he taught us how to like find the flavor in it. And like one had garlic and honey in it, and it was really good. It was
Sounds
the
good.
hottest one. I had to blow my nose, but it was still good.
Yeah, it's good when you get a really nice flavour as well as the burn.
Phew.
Trash Cat says, is that Josh or Josh's brother, Josh?
This is Abel, or Apart, as he's known in the World Wide Web. It's my musician boy son.
Not too many religious names for your sons, such as satanic blood.
It's only coincidence. Oh, crikey! It's finally easing off a bit.
I hope it.
Ludwig von Bacon Art. I haven't heard of them.
Now, does this son, is he the one that does the bird cages?
No, that's Josh.
The bird cages are cool that your brother does.
He has bird cages.
Snake cages.
Oh, snake cages. Dang it.
He built a bird cage once when he turned the hothouse into a big aviary, where all the finches got eaten by the blue tongues. Oh, I thought it was easing up, but it's not. It's just still constant.
I'll be right back. I got to get some more clay. If anybody passes out, rewind it for me.
He was named after world famous explorer Abel Tasman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, he was a contributing explorer to the Southeast Pacific, or the South Pacific in general.
Desmond might not be a bad snake name.
Desmond. Whoa.
Always call me Abel Tasman, but I don't know what actually.
Doesn't Uncle Graham always call you that too? He's known for his ridiculous repetition of things that were never funny the first time.
It hangs around a lot.
It does hang around a lot.
No, Fuller. Oh, okay.
If you want Abel's links, go to prod by Apart on Instagram. Is that right?
Cut by a part. I just said reading this.
That's my son, Abel Craig. He lives just up the road from you as well. No. My nephew Sam, who's visiting, he lives in Tasmania these days. He's up for a couple of weeks.
That requires a boat ride, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, unless you fly direct, which he did this time. But yeah, if you want to travel with your vehicle, you can go on a ferry with your car. As terrible as an experience it looked, 100% would recommend. That'd be a funny joke to sneak them into the corn chip dish at a party with some dip.
That's got to be illegal.
How are you
What's that?
feeling now?
Well, it's certainly eased off a bit, but it's like really, you know how some different chilies, the heat stays in certain areas or affects certain areas.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's right at the back of my tongue that it's really just staying and burning. Same for you.
Just in the middle of my screen also.
I remember one time when I was young, I went out with a couple of friends for pizza, and the pizza place was kind of dark, wasn't well lit. It was just candlelight stuff, you know. And they ordered, there's two guys, and they ordered this. They ordered a hot pepper pizza, and then they got extra peppers and put on it and stuff. And they were like making all kinds of noises and saying how hot it was and stuff. And I was laughing at them, and they told me to try it. So I took a piece and I covered the top with peppers. And then I just ate it, you know, like looking at them and not saying a word. Didn't say it was hot or anything. But it was a good thing it was dark in there, because I remember that the sweat was beating up on my upper lip and on my forehead and stuff. But I didn't say anything, and they were impressed. I just
Well,
ate it like it was nothing.
You've proved today that you can handle a burn.
That's right. That's right.
Poor Pam.
Oh man. Whew. Oh.
Wow.
But tonight, I have to admit, I did do a bit of cussing, Blacky. Just a little bit.
You? No way. That's not going to keep them fresh. I don't think freshness is really going to matter, is it? I don't think the crispness of the corn chip is the deciding factor of its fun.
Same.
Yeah. Be warned, this could hurt.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of warning does it have on there?
Warning, extreme heat.
What did you say then, Bob?
I was asking what kind of warning it does have on there.
Dangerous product, keep out of reach of children. Warning, extreme heat is all over the box. Do not consume on an empty stomach. If you have gastrointestinal problems, if you are allergic to chili or capsaicin, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, if you are sensitive to spicy foods, if you have any other medical conditions, if you have a cardiac condition.
Jesus.
Any other medical condition.
I've got a sprained ankle. I probably should steer clear of the spicy corn chips.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the kind of nonsense I guess they have to put on chip packets just to make it sound fiercer. It's also done like a I don't know, that sensation you get when you burn your tongue on a hot liquid. Kind of got that going on the surface of my tongue as well.
It's pretty unpleasant.
It's very true, Cat.
Yeah, exactly, Cat. They're protecting their own butts from the softies.
Oh, look at that. Huawei's putting links in. That's good.
Huawei's the link champ. Trash Cat's trying to give him a run for his money, but you know, it's bless her heart. She's trying. Hard shoes to fill, but Trash Cat, I know. chili flavored ice cream that you have to sign a waiver for.
Well, that
Or a
would be
web-
hot and cold at the same time.
That'd be what?
Hot and cold at the same time.
Hmm.
Like burn your mouth but cool it off at the same
bet
time.
not
It
as
seems
much.
like that'd be good.
Probably not as much fun as sweet and tart at the same time.
Probably not.
It's chilled out a bit now.
Ooh. Yeah, thankfully the hot stage was only a couple of minutes before it started to drop off a bit.
All those words.
Mainly it's like there's either an initial burn or like the afterburn. But that one had both. I guess what the initial one was it, and I got worse.
Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow. I'll draw some stuff up for you. Okay.
Rapers,
What?
rapers, and scorpions.
Finally getting some different bird noises.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
I believe that's the Lewin's honey eater, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
One of its many sounds. They got
Yeah.
a few different nice calls.
That's awesome.
The other ones are way cooler, as pretty as that one is.
Oh, look at that.
Bob's dog Worm.
Oh,
Its head tilted over, and it's got interesting ideas about how to share a chair with Bob.
no, that's what it's doing. Something like that.
I
I
think
like her to sit kind of beside me, behind me, but she wants to be on my belly, but that's so uncomfortable for me. So this is a compromise. Oh, she's having REM sleep and all that. She's out of it. Talking about you. Talking about you, watching you sleep, little girl. Yeah.
Got any other links you want in the link tree?
No. More than happy. If it was she needs her Bob,
It's already
Yeah,
squished, Trash Cat. Trash Cat says Worm has a face you want to squish, but it's already squished.
Mhm.
Yeah.
French King just wants to squish it because it's a dog. I know how cats work.
Milo wants to be a reptile. He always gets on that lower shelf there.
Get some basking heat.
Probably nice and warm.
Yeah. That snake that I hand fed the other night's doing well.
That's good.
Didn't spit it
Oh,
out.
good.
Did you find it outside?
What?
The snake that you hand fed?
No. It's one that I got off of an auction unintentionally a couple months ago.
Required assisted feeding to
Wasn't
make
eating.
it remember how to eat or why it should eat. I had my nice big long scarred up carpet python basking outside my bathroom window this morning, lengthwise along. Did I put it? I didn't put that photo in our group chat, did I?
Mm-mm. The one that you did put in there, is that the same snake?
Yes.
I thought that
And-
snake was inside.
I think I'm almost now convinced that the really long skin that I've got is the scarred up snake skin, even though the scarred up area of the snake doesn't seem to be evident in the skin that I've got. But the way it was, I'll shoot the photo through to the group chat. The way it was spread out along the roof of the little shed outside my bathroom window, it's certainly got a lot more length than what it looked like up on the windowsill the other day. Yeah, when I saw how long it was this morning, I came back to the skin again and was going through it looking for the scarred section, but it doesn't seem to show up.
That's a pretty good sized snake.
It's a big
Yeah,
snake.
when I first sent the pictures through the other day of when it was at the up on that windowsill, no way it looked that long and huge. But
Mm-mm.
once it was spread out on that roof, and
Yeah,
if you look
it's doubled back a little bit too. If you look
Yeah.
where its head's at.
just about at that blue container there, that's an extra probably 12 or 13 inches that it's doubled back on itself.
Yeah.
You can't see the end of it on the other end either.
Yeah. I was trying to, like, I was doing ones where I was trying to hold my phone up over top of it to take photos, but I couldn't see the screen and I just kept missing, so I gave up.
What's it eating out there?
Probably rats and mice. There's always seems to be rats and mice around, especially with me feeding birds.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a few different, like I feed my wonga pigeons one particular type of seed and corn and stuff, and the finches, they're small grass seeds. But yeah, there's always rodents around. We're humans. We've always got rodents living with us. Got mice inside the main house, but I put baits out for them. I really don't like doing that, but inside's a bit safer than out here. I won't use baits out here or in the garage because, snakes will get them eventually.
The carpet pythons, would they eat a dead mouse?
Depends how long it's been dead for. They will, but it's not if it's like days old. If they find it and it's very recently dead, I'm pretty sure they will. But yeah, well, I think once they've been dead for a few days, their scent changes into not very appetizing.
I had one in the fridge in like Tupperware sealed up. But I meant to try to feed it. It's actually the one that snake couldn't swallow. last time, and I had to go to the 2 or 3 pinkies for it. I forgot I
Yeah,
put it back in there, and it had turned. I smelled it, and I'm like, nope, that's got to go out to the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too much of a risk if they're been dead and not frozen, because the bacteria will be going nuts inside its gut, decomposing it. What did you say before?
Now, as an Australian father, was it scary when your kids were young? Like that they were going to get poisoned and stuff by creatures outside?
No, because I tried to educate them all as early as possible about how to deal with potential dangers. And, you know,
what's your
it's not really as dangerous as people make out. This
Yeah,
Australia.
he just, as soon as they were old enough to crawl, he'd just say, "Go out and play with the snakes out there, guys." Right?
your son's name's Abel?
Yep.
Abel, have you ever known anybody get bit by anything poison?
No close friends or anything. No.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. People are very educated over here. It's not like people are just running up to snakes. Most people know what's what. See something venomous, people stay pretty far away. But
that's cool.
Kind of the opposite from Tennessee, Ed.
Well, I caught a diamondback rattlesnake when I was a little, like in 5th grade. I got yelled at for that.
There was
no idea. I used a baseball mitt and a miniature cue stick for a bumper pool. Corralled it into a jar, brought it in the house.
Mm-mm. There was actually a grown-ass man in a chat earlier on TikTok, and he said that water moccasins cottonmouths weren't really that venomous, that it was just mild. And every stupid person in there was like, no, that can kill you. I'm like, where did this guy grow up? I mean, come on. He was going to pick it up, he was saying. Stupid.
What were you saying about trash cat?
I was saying trash cat makes a good point about poisonous kookaburra, because the only poisonous things I've really heard people get poisoned by is like plovers or magpies. Or magpies don't have poison, do they? Plovers do, yeah. You're more likely to get poisoned by a bird than a snake in Australia, really.
Bird?
Yeah. I mean, the average person who knows what he's doing and stays away from snakes, yeah.
We have these birds called spur-winged plovers or masked lapwings, and they have a venomous spur on the tip of their wing, and they are ground nesting birds, so they'll nest in open grassland, and if anyone approaches their nest during nesting season, they very vigorously defend their nest and will flap their wings at you and strike you with their venomous spurs.
Dang.
But I don't know if I know of anyone who's ever been hit by one.
I've seen a couple kids get hit by plovers.
I've never heard of that. Crazy.
Me neither.
Yeah, I was going to say, thanks, Huawei. It's chlamydia, not gonorrhea. Yeah, I mean, they're a funky-looking bird, the masked lapwing or spur-winged plover. They got a very name because they're called masked lapwings. It's because they do have a interesting leathery-looking mask on their face, like they've just come from a bondage party or something. G'day, Sterlo.
They are very nice though. They will avoid hitting you as much as they want, as they can. If you get too close.
And they make crazy noises
Yeah.
when they're swooping at you and stuff as well. I think they'd prefer to use their
Yeah.
vocalizations as an attack other than wasting their venom.
Yeah, the spur's the very last defense.
Do they use their venom for hunting, or just defense?
I don't think so, because I think they're primarily an insect feeder,
Yeah.
like most open grassland birds. If they're
I believe that's primarily what they use.
just wandering around the grass, eating grasshoppers and grubs and stuff. Hey, Sterlo or Kragos, if you're still here, do you guys know of anyone who's ever been hit by a plover and suffered their venom attack?
I can't believe that we have never talked about this bird before.
I've never
It's
heard
like
of it.
common.
Hi, Mark.
It's like the
I've
coolest thing in
actually-
Australia.
I've actually known 2 different people that got bit by a rattlesnake while they were moving hay, stacking bales of hay. So, yeah, I don't know if Australia's any worse than we are, really.
Yeah, and you got bloody bears and wolves and
Yeah,
stuff.
we got bears too and wolves. Yeah,
Pumas, cougars,
mountain
whatever you call them,
lions.
coyotes.
What's really bad here right now, it's seasonal, is the copperheads, because of all the colorful leaves falling, and you literally can't see one in leaves.
Yep. Well, like I say, I personally know of 2 people that got bit on their hands by rattlesnakes when they were moving bales of hay. So neither one of them ever went to the hospital or anything, but you can see their hands were like shriveled up and stuff where the snake bit them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've heard that. Has there ever been a death from rattlesnake bite
Oh yeah.
since modern times?
Yeah,
Oh, definitely. Yep.
I worked with a nurse in Florida, and the rattlers get big there, and her ex-husband, actually picked one up by the tail, and it tagged him. It was in the road, and he thought it was dead. It was a big sucker too. She had a picture of him holding it up, and then it tagged him. He died.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
If they get you in bloodstream or up around your neck area or head, it's bad. But the worst thing I think to get bit by in America is the brown recruits.
Oh yeah, those are awful.
They do that necrotizing fasciitis, don't they? Make your skin eat itself away.
Just
Yep.
stuff right out.
Gangrene. Gross.
Yellow.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I've heard of people having to have like their arm cut off to stop it
Yeah,
from spreading any further.
I think we have one or two species of spiders in Australia that cause the necrotizing fasciitis.
Silver, that
Tailed or white tip spider.
right, I'll get that.
Lucky you've still got your ankle in.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh, and it was a big gouge out of it.
I mean, Australia might have more poisonous things than we do here, but we've still got plenty here too. It's not like America's totally safe from animals.
Yeah, well, our dangerous animals are just dangerous when they're defending themselves, whereas American dangerous animals are, they're not just defending themselves; they're trying to feed themselves.
Yep, they
Apart
want
from
you.
crocodiles, I guess. Crocodiles is probably our worst. Crocodiles and sharks, but everyone's got sharks.
We have alligators and sharks. So
Moose can be pretty bad too.
Oh, yeah.
oh, moose are the #1 killer of people in North America. Moose are downright nasty.
Very aggressive.
Well, their
aren't they?
feet are so big, they can just knock your head off.
They're big and they're very bad tempered. They're very bad tempered. They need coffee.
I actually did that Cocaine Bear movie the other night when Sarah was here. That was good fun. She didn't enjoy it very much.
I did that with my mom. She didn't enjoy it either. I was like, Mom, this is real close to our house.
You've got to go into movies like that just with a fun attitude. You can't
Yeah.
be taking it like a serious cinematic masterpiece.
It's kind of sad that was Ray Liotta's last movie, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
right.
he died right after.
Probably did too much of the bear's cocaine.
Probably. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this in the oven, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't throw it too hard. You'll break it. Are you on chemo at the moment, Sterlo? Is that what you're saying? Oh no, hang on. It's got a very laughy emoji afterwards. Right. All the burn seems to have faded, but my nose is still congested and snotty. I've only just noticed that Ed's in a different room tonight, and by the look of it, a more sensible chair to be sitting on, to be doing sculpting and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just noticed your different location, Ed, and more sensible chair.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the chair, but it's a little better. It's better than the stupid metal one, but it's still one of these wood living room ones that get to me. But yeah, I'm in my mom and dad's dining room. I did a special Saturday show yesterday in the kitchen in the other room, and I never brought all the stuff downstairs. So back to my area. So I decided just to do it here because I thought it'd be easier to sit.
These are leaves out of my driveway, actually, out of my yard. It's a gopher snake. It's using them to blend in. There you are, peeping over the rock.
Do you boil the leaves before you put them in?
No, I put them in the oven
Okay.
for a couple of hours on 200, I think is what I put them on.
When you boil them, how long does it take to dry them?
I've never boiled leaves, so I don't know.
Well, how long do you boil them for? Or
Oh,
I've
sorry.
just heard of people doing it. No clue.
Somebody wants their head rubbed. Oh, yeah.
Look at him, how much he hates that.
Yep. And he's terrified of me. We were boxing earlier because he was just being too sleepy and got him riled up good. He can throw some punches too. Can't you, buddy?
With his beak or with his feet? Or with
Both.
his...
He's really good at Okay, he took my finger and moved it out of the way and put his neck there.
Is it a conya of sorts? What is it?
He did it again. What?
What type of parrot is it? Abel's asking, Bob.
Oh, sorry. It's a blue front Amazon.
Pretty. Very pretty.
He's an old boy. He's 40. Come on. Yeah. You don't want to get off there, but you want to show him how your moves? Show him your moves. Come on. Here comes the foot. So.
Yeah.
Sounds ferocious.
He's not really kicking like he can. He can really kick when he wants to.
That's really how the dinosaurs sounded.
Yeah.
That's all you got in you. You're a good boy. He's a pretty good old bird. Abel's sitting there thinking, what doesn't this guy have? He's definitely okay. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Turn this back around.
If Sterlo is 95% cancer, doesn't that mean that cancer has Sterlo? Sterlo doesn't have cancer. Cancer's got Sterlo. I'm trying to work out how to word it properly so it actually sounds like a joke and not just an insult.
All right.
And failing.
Ow.
But I did not know that, Sterlo. If it is true, I apologize for my tasteless comedy. And I hope you get through it, brother.
No, I understand what you're saying.
He doesn't have a chance to say. He just sound like a moron.
It's too hard to tell because every time he writes a serious comment about it,
Yeah.
or a semi-serious comment about it, he follows it with a hilarious emoji, so it's so hard to read whether it's true or not. All right. Yes. Now I believe that yes, he does actually have some form of ass cancer.
My brother's in the hospital because of his ass.
What's
He's
wrong
got
with his?
Well, he got a really bad food poisoning about 6 weeks ago at one of those places where you throw the food on the barbecue grill in front of you and then you eat it. Well, that meat was old and had salmonella in it. And
Yeesh.
because my brother's on anti-rejection medicine, it just a little bit of salmonella that wouldn't affect a normal person affected him real bad. And it caused
Shit.
him to put sores all over his intestines, and now he's got Crohn's, really bad
Yeah.
Crohn's, and they don't know what to do. All in
Generally-
a matter of a few weeks. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, wild. Don't they? Isn't the most common treatment for Crohn's is to remove the affected section of intestine and shorten it a bit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for ulcerative for sure.
He's lost 45 pounds in 5 weeks.
Wow.
Yesterday, he passed out in the bathroom and hit his head real bad
Yeesh,
because
shit.
he's so dehydrated. So that's why he's been in the hospital for the last couple of days.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll be able to play D&D tomorrow.
Probably
That's-
not.
It's good to have that level of concern.
angel of mercy.
I'll tell him he can do it from the hospital.
It might give him something to do if he's up to it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we play online, so
Yeah.
it's a live stream. But he doesn't have to be live. He can just be his voice.
Right.
You'd have his camera turned off if he doesn't want people to see what he looks like. Except, I mean, he's lost a lot of weight, so that's pretty awesome. I wish I could lose that much weight.
Just get you some salmonella.
Yeah. Oof.
Speaking of D&D, do you know the D&D group Critical Role?
Yeah, we talked about those guys. They're really big.
Well, they have a TV show too, a cartoon called The Legend of Vox Machina. Yeah, I just started watching the second season of that last night. It's very funny and very good.
If you ever want to play D&D with us, let me know, Blacky. I'm in 2 different groups. One's on Monday. The Monday group is probably harder to get into. But Tuesday night is really relaxed and anybody can play. It's 2 different dungeon masters. It's Depths Unknown, Jason Degenerate does Monday, and Chris from Chris Aquazone does Tuesday. But I don't know. It would be before your show on Tuesdays. Oh, actually, he goes really late because they're all a different time zone. They go until about 11 o'clock, so that'd probably mess into your show.
That's all right. My new show that I'm going to be doing is probably, I mean, it will be filmed and streamed live, but it's probably more of a, watching after the fact will just be as good as watching it live. If I get my ass into gear and, get the stuff done that I have to get done to make it a thing. But yeah, it must be maybe 30 years since I've played any D&D at all.
Yeah.
I think I might have been a teenager last time I did it.
That was like me. But they've got D&D now, has got it all online, and it's free to play. And so, I mean, it's like your page pops up on the screen and everything. Like your old piece of paper, you used to have to write everything down. The computer keeps it all for you. Right. It's crazy how cool it is.
Well, it makes sense because a lot of D&D is maths, isn't it? This number versus this number multiplied by that number, etc., etc. And all the Baldur's Gate games, they're all D&D rules as well.
Yep, it's exactly like that. I've been playing that Baldur's Gate 3 right now. Man, that's a fun game.
You enjoying it?
Yep. But I got to figure out how to cheat it.
Well,
I want to figure out how to pick everything up without looking for it.
To be fair, when the first times I played the Baldur's Gate games and Icewind Dale and all those ones, I couldn't beat them without cheating. And there's some kind people out there in the world of the internet that make these little programs that you can hack yourself in whatever equipment you want. Hacking in a bag of holding was always good because bags of holding hold a lot of stuff and don't affect your encumbrance. Yeah, they're gross. They're red ones. I had a red one yesterday and made me want to spew. And there's bad ones in there as well.
I would love that so much to be able to have a bag of holding in that game.
I would imagine it wouldn't be too long before cheats are available for Baldur's Gate 3 if they're not out there already. What are you doing there, Bob?
Oh, I am putting some of this stuff in with these crickets.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm about to give the chameleon some back there, and then the leopard geckos. Oh, wait.
What, you didn't think he had chameleons as well?
Oh, nobody's going to bother you. Hush. Hush.
Abel, if there's a
Hmm?
bug or a animal that you want to see, just let Bob know because he probably
He's probably got it. Yeah.
Probably got it.
He's got a black bear chained up in his backyard.
Right. Got cubs now too.
I've seen his cat house in the backyard.
Yeah. I'm still trying to give that thing away.
When you do your chameleon feeding, definitely let's take the camera over there so Abel can see your chameleon. Zip.
All right.
Abel, when he got one of those chameleons, I was with Bob at a reptile store, and the chameleon was there, and the lady said, "Oh, don't get too close to him. He's really mean. Nobody wants him." And then, like, she stuck her hand in there, and he tried to bite her, and she spent like 45 minutes. And Bob said, "Yeah, I want that one." And then Bob put his hand in there and just took it right out, and it was like nice to Bob. It was unbelievable.
I think
he just hated that woman.
Yeah, it's perfect evidence that chameleons can smell bitch.
It wasn't anything I did. It's just it's what she was doing. You know, she was scared of it, and he was scared of her. She had no clue. You remember I carried him out, Ed, in my hands?
Yeah, I mean, she spent like 45 minutes trying to pull this thing out and couldn't do it. And then Bob just goes in there and gets it.
Did she like wear gross perfume or something like that that might have confused his senses?
She put on gloves and had a net and all this stuff. I mean,
Yeah, she looked like she was going butterfly hunting or wasp hunting or something. I don't know.
not the chameleons, but I'm right here by them right now. So. It's the clownagamas.
Oh, did your
Sewing machine.
did your second doll ever show up in the other tank?
My
But
second.
Doll? Aren't they dolls? Those lizards that you had in with the I think the gopher snake. You had them in with the false
Oh
cobra.
yeah. The anoles.
I know.
Yeah,
What's a
yeah.
doll? Doll's a Southeast Asian wild dog, isn't it? It's easily to get the two confused. A lizard with a dog.
Well, they look so
Is that
much
what-
alike.
I got to make sure I've got my words right.
She or he. I think this one's a she. Is on the trail of one. That's for sure.
Let me look up here. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit slow right now.
Well, you've only got one leg. That will slow people down. Pardon me. Yeah, doll's a Southeast Asian wild dog related to the dingo, or probably a forebear of the dingo.
Well, I'm surprised Bob doesn't have one.
Yeah. It's probably legal to keep them in Tennessee since you can keep everything else.
Probably everything except anything native.
A dingo ate my parrot.
I'm just gonna get away from there for a minute and see if she will.
Make a run for it.
Well, I don't think she'll make a run for it with Floyd on top, but Both of my ball pythons, the one that likes to come out, they're sleeping, but they both shed. They've got big sheds in there. So
Now, is shed a code word for something else that smells?
no, it's literally a shed. They just shed their skin.
Sloughed.
I was just being stupid.
Got a big old. That one's got to be orchids because it's so big right there. They're both piled up in the little house there together, out of water. Wonder which should wake up. Could use a neck massage, that's for sure.
Mm.
She gives awesome neck massages.
What are we looking at?
Just made rainbow boas out. I don't know if y'all can see it or not there. It's about 2 feet of it, and it's a good 6.5 feet now. It's just out on the off chance that it's going to get a mouse, and it is. As soon as I turn its light on, though, I bet it'll go back in its house. Maybe not, though. Snake. And it's also had a shed. You know, they're growing when they're shedding.
It's a good sign of health.
Right.
That's like the big one that I got the other day was a perfect shed. I haven't seen a perfect shed for a long time.
That was a
Even right.
nice shed.
Right down to the jaw, the bottom jaw and everything. That's all intact. Oh yeah, good one, Huawei. I was
Oh,
remind
nobody's.
people to put that up as well.
Are you keeping an eye on your time, Ed? Or your oven?
I got a timer on it.
Okay.
Let's see. 2 minutes.
She's about to get a cricket with her bad tongue.
I had to put it in for longer because it's so much play. It's
Thicker.
over 2 pounds. Where's the snake?
It's the chameleon.
It's behind the stick.
Oh, I see it. And what's this one's name?
I haven't named her. She's new. She's actually a free one I got when I got that false cobra that died.
I was gonna say that cricket's heading for the door, but it went back in. It's down here somewhere. Up on the roof now by the look of it. It's moving. Chameleon's onto it. Doesn't miss a beat. Bonus speed. Your bug flying around the light.
Now, those are hot over there, Floyd.
He'll find that out pretty quick.
Yeah. I think he knows when he gets close to them, but still. Yeah, you better get back over here. Come on over here. Floyd, come on.
No one ever expects that joke, Huawei.
What'd he say? Oh, my alarm's going off. I'll be back.
I'm missing the jokes.
Huawei says, I don't
See you
see
later.
anything.
Oh, I thought he went. Gotta lay this camera down a minute and do this manually. Shaking the bag's not cutting it.
The chameleon looks like a parrot. That's better comedy, Huawei.
She's like, throw in some crickets, fool. They're all in there. You just got to go find them. Here comes one running up now. Two running up. Here's another one. There's about 10 in there now. She's pretty tame. I can hold like a lid to something with some wonder worms in it right in front of her, and she's not afraid of me. She'll take them. Get back, cricket. Go back.
How old is she, Bob?
She's a baby. She might be 6 months old, if that. She's doubled in size since I've had her, like 2 or 3 months. They do have long tongues. Well, you're not chasing crickets, huh? She keeps just sitting there waiting on me to put some more in there. Maybe she wants wonder worms. I can get her to take those for sure. Who knows? Who knows what chameleons think? Here she comes after one. Get it, damn it. Get it, get it. It's almost out. Got it.
Oh,
There, she got it.
Yeah. You're so funny looking. Little alien heads. Here, let me get you some of these wonder worms. I think that one's empty.
Cool then.
Yeah, much better, but they're not as nutritious, that's for sure. All right.
I wonder, can you change that by what you feed your wonder worms?
Do you dip the wonder worms in the powder?
Yeah, I had sprinkled some in there last night. I don't see much on them though.
Maybe they licked it all off.
They're so slick, you know, they're hard and slick that it's hard to keep it on them. And it's hard for them to hold on to them with powder on them too. She scarfed that down. They want to see your tongue.
Now, will those worms bite you?
Yeah, they bite. Some people take their heads off before they give them to their reptiles, but I don't do that.
Will it hurt your skin when they bite you?
It pinches. Yeah, I've had a couple of them bite me before. The bigger ones especially. It's just a pincher, like a pinch bug or something like that getting you. I want to get that other one.
Getting close to your thumb, dude.
Huawei having a conversation with
Yeah,
himself.
Huawei is what? I'm so confused by Huawei's conversation with Ozzo. He doesn't seem to exist.
Yeah, I don't see Ozzo.
He's probably talking to Ozzy on Facebook.
Oh,
See that?
oh. Sam is finally cracked, yeah. Ouch.
Or he's just deliberately trying to mess with us.
Yeah, that could be too. He does that.
Because it's been a long time since Ozzo's been in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. Okay. Look at that
That's
snake.
yeah, it's pretty. That guy. That's the gopher snake, is it?
There's one of the anoles, the bigger one. And when she goes by the snake, they usually are real still, and then all of a sudden they dash away, and she'll look at them then, but she doesn't try to catch them. The movement grabs her eye, and she jerks real quick, but she hadn't eaten them. She's wanting a mouse, is what she's wanting.
Do you have any lizards that are nice that like to sit on you?
Yeah, no. Well, actually, those agamas are very, very tame.
Snake to eat.
They'll let me take them out and hold them, but I just don't usually do that.
Abel just asked if the anoles were for the snake to eat, but you put them in with the false cobra previously, yeah, to see if the cobra would eat them.
Correct. And it didn't. I don't know what she's doing. Tasting that leaf. Ah. Floyd makes some funny observations. Sometimes. Vocalizations.
Maybe the snake can smell Floyd. Wants to
Probably.
taste Floyd.
It definitely can smell JoJo there. Don't be afraid for JoJo to be in there. It might kill. You think, Floyd?
Oh, man. What are you barking at?
Do you have any animals that or any snakes big enough to eat Floyd?
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. This blood python over here could eat him real easy.
The rainbow boa probably could too, yeah.
Yep. She doesn't have nearly as big a throat, but I imagine she could get him. But this girl is just sitting there waiting for a squirrel or something to go by.
Oh, how did your thing turn out, Ed?
It's cooling down right now. It's a really big piece, so I've got to let it cool. I'm gonna have to glue it together because it's the head kept bending down. I thought when it got hot, it'd really melt downwards, so I just cut it off. I'll go test it. I'm well, actually, let me wait a couple more minutes because I made a thing for my mom, a little sewing machine, and I want to show her to see if she likes it. She wants me to make a bunch of little sewing machine pins or magnets or something.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
But it's got to be real small. And she had like 80 words she wanted to put on. It's like, Mom, I can't
wow.
say Happy Christmas for all the quilting club members, whatever it was. So she's got to come up with some abbreviations.
Or you could do it like a code, a scan code.
Well, that's a good idea. Put a QR code on it.
Yeah, for a bunch of senior citizen ladies.
Yeah. Right up their alley.
80-year-old women trying to figure out what's this weird smudge.
Have you guys seen the little, it's not a plaque thing, but it's like a medallion, or there's a name for it, but people are getting them and putting them on their loved ones' tombstones, and you scan it,
Thank you.
and it shows you videos or whatever you want to put on it of them. It's really cool.
2 hours, Mark. I made it 2 hours, guys. Yay.
With one leg.
You're awesome, Trash Cat.
Ugh.
And Cat.
I wish I had ibuprofen or something right now. But I'll tell you what.
I've seen those people putting like iPad screens in tombstones now, and pretty much constantly rotating videos and pictures of the person that's buried there.
Well, this is just like a little medallion thing, and you just like stick it on there, and people can scan it, and whatever you've had coded onto it, it'll show them the video or whatever on their phone.
Yeah, I should
When
make
I
a note.
died-
We need to make a, what are they called? QR code. We need to make one of those for Sarah's website for the expo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Ed. I interrupted you then, mate.
Oh, it wasn't anything important. When I die, I just want them to throw me in a campfire and dump my ashes out
Same.
somewhere.
Amen.
Same.
I don't need some $20,000 party that I'll never get to enjoy.
But even when I was a kid, I never got the steel vaults and the caskets and all that stuff because that stuff doesn't last. But whatever, I guess it makes the survivor feel better.
Yeah, Huawei, that's a good point. If everyone just got cremated, then we wouldn't have the problem of zombies in the future.
That's right. That's
See?
right.
Forward
I wanna
thinking.
I want to get cremated, and then I want my ex-husband to smear my ashes on a buffalo butt.
We could just do a ceremony like right before they bury the casket. You smash your loved one in the head with a hammer. And then you don't have to worry about them waking up.
There are several of those, maybe more than several now, of those natural places that you're just buried without being embalmed and stuff, so that all those chemicals don't go back in the ground. Forget what they're called. Just natural
Bob, did you hear about that guy in Tennessee?
God, what now?
I think he was in Murfreesboro. He was doing one of these things where you take your loved ones and he buries you under a tree type deal. The mortuary guy or the embalmer dude, and he was throwing everybody in an old factory building, or half the bodies in a factory building. And somebody noticed the
Stuff like that
smell.
before, yeah. Where they
So,
find like people getting paid to have their loved ones cremated and put certain places, and then they find them all like stacked up down in the guy's basement or something.
I did
Yeah,
hear
they
about
had-
him. Yeah.
Our state had to call the FBI to identify the bodies.
Yeah.
So gross. There were dozens and dozens of bodies.
We had one of those in Chattanooga or East Ridge right there where Ethan's place is. It was right there maybe 20 years ago. That was a big national news thing too. I'm sure Google would bring it up. Awful. I mean, how long do you think you can hide how many bodies? Come on.
I don't know. They gotta be stupid.
You would think.
Just stupid. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I thought my little sweetheart was coming out. She was peeping out, and I raised the lid, and she went back. Girl, come on. I'll be playing those games. Come on. I guess she's being coy.
Oh,
Come on. Come on.
Ow, 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 ow.
you get a bit of a twinge there, Pam.
Just a bit, yeah.
I'm out of here.
Pam, you might be better served by cutting off those pants rather than taking them back over that wounded area again.
I just took them off like 5 minutes ago, which is why I'm like making so much noise right now because it rather did hurt.
Ooh.
Abel's leaving, everyone. Say goodbye to Abel.
It
Huh?
was awesome meeting you.
Abel's leaving, so everyone
Oh,
can
okay.
wave goodbye to Abel.
Good to see you, Abel.
Nice to meet you, Abel.
Bye.
Bye. Don't do this.
Don't do it.
Bye.
See you, mate.
There.
Oh, it does
There's
look like
this-
a toilet lid.
It's supposed to be a sewing machine on a ornament.
Ah, right.
I'll sand it down so it'll be a little nicer and then paint it. So this
You
is
know,
the base.
Abel's going to go back and tell his brothers, Blacky, we knew that Dad didn't have any life and had nothing to do, but guys, it's what we thought. It's worse.
Oh, that's going to be cool, Ed.
Oh, that looks
Very
choice, Ed.
cool. I can't wait to see how you
Got it.
paint.
The fangs are still in the other room. But I didn't grab Cobra Commander, but I grabbed this robot of Cobra. And then that'll be the
Yeah, very cool.
So yeah, I think that'll work.
You ought to make a full-sized one for yourself.
Yeah, make sure it's ergonomic seating though, so you can stream from a ergonomic Cobra throne.
Right.
Now that would be awesome. That would be super cool. I could put the lights up in its mouth shining down on me.
Yeah.
All good ideas so far.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to painting that. I'm just going to paint it solid gold. Let's see if I can find a image of a Cobra Commander sitting on one. I'll be right back in.
Okay.
I just got an instant image of the solid gold dancers from the 1980s. Or was it the late 70s? Probably late 70s, early 80s. Solid gold was on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember the fly dancers from Living Color?
Well, that
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, that does. Ow.
Oh, that was one you could buy though. That you pay for that one. Oh, look, they had a life-size one, so you could sit at it at a
See,
toy
there you
store.
go.
But seeing that life-size one, does that make you want to put blue lines on it as well? Yeah, no, that one looks more realistic with no blue lines.
Yeah. There's another toy one you can buy, but I thought it'd be more fun to make my own.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I should probably
And you
carve a little cup holder though for him so he can have his 44-ounce big gulp.
Cobra Commander likes a Slurpee in the morning.
Oh yeah. Wonder how much these things cost.
Probably more than it costs you to make one,
Yeah, I bet.
and probably shittier quality as well.
Oh, yeah.
They probably weigh like an ounce. My thing weighs 2 pounds.
It's all in the weight.
Here's one on Etsy. Oh, but it's for the little G.I. Joes. The 3-inch ones, not the 6-inch ones. And they're selling it for $35.
Look at her sitting up on her back leg.
Oh, yeah, she is, huh? Ow.
I never saw her do that. She got the cricket too.
Whatever it takes.
Not her first
You got it.
rodeo, huh?
If you got to go a little bit spastic to get there, you go a little bit spastic to get there. Am I even allowed to say spastic anymore? I don't
Well.
care.
Why? Is that like a bad word or something?
Yeah, it's like retard, I guess. You're not
Ah.
supposed to say retard anymore, but I still do.
I do too, because I'm retarded.
That's an actual word, you know. It just means slowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you see all the time, like in doctors' history and physical, that will say this or that was retarded. You know.
Yeah, and they're not poking fun. They're just being clinical.
It's kind of like if you say to somebody that they're ignorant to the facts and they get upset about it. And it's like,
Right.
well, just read a book.
He's got a cricket hat on.
Took me a while to see that, but now I see it. That's a game.
Pam, can you
Cricket.
blow it up so we can see his
Yeah,
face
yeah.
better? Oh, it's moving.
If it gets down there far enough, it'll.
Whip the tongue out
Now,
and gone.
If the,
Uh,
oh,
We tried.
Wait, there's a cricket on my head.
it's
There's
still
a
there.
snake in my boot.
He's like,
that
"Oh,
one
there."
lizard's looking at the other lizard like, I wish I would have ate that.
It's piqued his interest, though. He's going to go looking for it now.
That Shula wood is always really good for them to hide in, but they come out when I let them drink water. They still only drink water that's flowing down the side, but that gets the crickets out. They smell it. They eventually get them all.
He's looking at that one along the front panel there. He's thinking,
So-
could I be bothered moving to get it?
Yeah, they're basking.
Lizards? Drink
And
water off the
warm.
side of the glass?
Yeah, these guys, I was showing Blacky one night, they're just so evolved to drink like dew off of plants and stuff. They won't drink standing water, but these, even when I miss things like those artificial plants and the wood and stuff, they wouldn't drink. But if I spray it down the side of the glass and they see it running down and dripping, they run down there and lick it off the side of the glass. It's the only time they drink.
Wow.
Whatever it takes.
Well, they're Centralian bearded dragons, aren't they?
They're agamids of the agamid lizards. So
Oh, they're not Australian lizards.
No.
Yeah, right. But they're clearly desert dwellers if their behavior for drinking is like that.
They're just a really good alternative to bearded dragons. That's the number one pet lizard, I guess. But these guys are smaller. They're not. They don't bite. I can just pick them up. Ed was with me when I got the female, the one in the back. We were in Atlanta at Repticon or something, and I just picked her out of 6. Picked them up and looked at them. Every now and then they do the hustle, but still no eggs, no babies, no nothing.
They're just having fun. Teenagers messing around.
I guess.
They do, Kragos. They do. You can do that.
Pam, you can take me down if you want, or I'll just turn this back around because I didn't want to do a jump start. Yeah. Boo.
Well, what do you guys think? You think we're ready to call it a night?
Yeah, you probably need a fresh dose of bag, whatever that stuff's called that you put on your burn. Bag balm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, something. Oh, okay. Well,
Was
thank
it
you,
actually
everybody,
Huawei?
for coming in.
Was it actually boots? Because how does one snake get in both boots without being visible? God damn it, I'm going to have to go and watch Toy Story again now.
Oh, that is so awesome, Ed. Let me blow you up.
Pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Very
That turned out
The
really
holes
nice.
for the fangs.
That'd be really cool, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, Kat says, please be careful. I think it's too late. I think I was already not careful.
It looks like crap in the back.
It does, huh?
I just didn't care.
Who's looking at the back though?
Right. Probably Cobra Commander when he's hiding from the GI Joes.
All right.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
something that
awesome.
he already has. Cobra Commander has that already.
He's always got a throne he likes to sit in that's always shaped like a snake.
Oh, okay.
or
So it'll look like that. I didn't realize that when I was asking you what Cobra is it going to look like.
I've got to. I had to cut it off because this kept folding under because it was too soft.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'll glue it nice and straight.
Would you have to put like a toothpick or something else, like drilling holes to stabilize it, or glue will do? Oh, look out.
I originally went with the wood, but it still kept folding. So I decided just to, I think glue will be fine.
Yeah, right.
I just used a butt ton of glue.
When all else fails, use more.
Yep. And I'll pour so much glue in it, I'll just make it so where it's bumpy. The glue will go in, I'll just pour it in there in the seam, and then I'll spray that instant cure, and it'll just cure it flat.
Gotcha.
So it'll be like a mortar, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It does.
It'll be clear, but once I paint it gold, nobody will know the difference.
Well,
Yeah, I'm pretty happy I finally made this. Thank you, Pam.
I'd like to take this opportunity to remind anyone that suffers from some form of burn to run it under cold water for 15 to 20 minutes before you do anything else.
And no peroxide, Pam. That's a common thing that people do is they think peroxide, but that will actually kill any.
I can't use it,
beneficial
but I'm
bacteria.
really, really allergic to it.
Yeah. If you
I don't even have any in the house.
if you had to use it, you could dilute it half strength, but peroxide is a no-no for most things.
Wait, Pam, are you telling me that you don't use peroxide to get that hair color that you've got?
No. Too funny.
All this time I've thought you were a bleach blonde.
That's
Bleach
the,
gray.
that's the dollar bin at CVS.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for coming in, and thank you mods, and thank you Blacky and Ed and Bob. And
Look after that wound. Bloody look after it proper too.
yeah. And we shall see you on Tuesday night. Night, guys.
Make one of your witch poultices and put on there.
And thanks everyone for showing hospitality to my son while he was here.
Yeah, it was good to see him. He looks so much like you. It's funny.
Oh, it's like a mini Blacky.
I should
Yeah.
do a comparison one day
Little-
of
Little mini me.
I've got there's a photo of me when I was about 11 or 12, and yeah, we're pretty much identical twins at that.
Yeah,
about
I'll bet.
the same-
I'll bet. Yeah.
Does his friends call him Blacky?
No, barely any of my friends call me Blacky.
Oh my God.
Only
Wow, that's special.
on the cricket field when I was playing cricket. That's when I got called Blacky the most, apart from on the internet. But anyway, thanks everyone.
Yep.
And
Thanks,
thanks for-
everyone. Good night.
Thanks for watching us go through the pain of the hot corn chips.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, Kat, you're so sweet. Thank you.